Hi, welcome to the City of Linden's Energy Aggregation educational video brought to you by Commercial Utility Consultants. What is energy deregulation? Energy deregulation is a separation of distribution and supply. New Jersey has been deregulated since 1999, and since then, approximately 18% of the residential customer base has switched to a third-party supplier that they have chosen. As illustrated in the picture below, before 1999, PSEG would generate electricity and bill you for the supply and distribution portion of your bill. Since 1999, PSEG is only responsible for the distribution of your electricity. PSEG must buy electricity from third-party electric suppliers. They will bill you for the distribution and supply portion of your bill, but remit the supply portion to the suppliers who generated the electricity. In order to make up your current PSEG default rate, the Board of Public Utilities, also known as the BPU, runs a statewide auction. The auction results make up the basic generation service portion of your bill, which is also known as the supply portion of your bill. On your current bill, you can see these charges by finding the line item named BGS, or Basic Generation Services. The last BPU auction for PSEG was in February 2015. Here's a look at some of the suppliers who make up the current default rate: BP Energy Company, Exelon Generation Company, and TransCanada Power Marketing, to name a few. The current PSEG price to compare is 0.1212 per kilowatt hour. The anticipated price starting June 2016 is 0.1301 per kilowatt hour. What is government energy aggregation? The Government Energy Aggregation Act of 2003 was passed, allowing counties and municipalities to aggregate their load and compete against the default rate provided by PSEG. In 2012, NJAC Title 14 was passed, allowing municipalities to aggregate their residential customers to compete for a cheaper price to compare versus the current default rate. All bid documents and agreements are sent to the BPU and Rate Council for review prior to the energy auction. The Department of Community Affairs, also known as the DCA, has oversight throughout the entire auction process. Here's a look at the auction results for the City of Linden. The auction was held on 10/20/2015. The winning supplier was Constellation Energy. The winning rate was 0.1187 per kilowatt hour versus the PSEG default rate of 0.1212. The rate is fixed for the term starting March 2016, ending August 2016. Here's what you can expect next. The initial opt-out period has started and will remain in effect until February 4th, 2016. A mailer will be sent to all eligible residents explaining the program and winning supplier price. There will also be opt-out instructions. CUC will host educational meetings. After the initial opt-out period, residents may still opt out at any time with no fees or penalties. Here's how you can opt out. You may mail in the opt-out return form to Constellation Energy Services, visit the website, or call Constellation's call center or PSEG. Remember, residents can opt out at any time for any reason with no penalty. After the 30-day opt-out period, PSEG will send residents a switchover letter. This letter notifies residents of the approximate start date for Constellation. Supply for all residents will begin with the first available meter read date after March 1st, 2016. Once the residents have been switched to Constellation Energy, the resident will still receive one bill from PSEG and enjoy a guaranteed lower rate. Here's a sample PSEG bill. Please note the yellow arrow. The only line item that will change on your bill is where it's marked BGS Energy. This line item will be replaced with Constellation Energy. You will still pay PSEG, and PSEG will now remit the supply portion to Constellation Energy rather than the suppliers that make up the BGS Energy rate. Here are some frequently asked questions. Who do I call if my electric goes out? You will still call PSEG, as they still remain responsible and always will be responsible for the distribution lines entering your home. Will I become penalized for not being a part of this program? No. You may opt out at any time for any reason with no penalty. Will there be a different or two separate bills? No. You will still receive one bill from PSEG. Does this hurt PSEG? No. PSEG will always remain your distribution company and will still bill you for distribution and supply. They will now submit the supply portion to Constellation Energy rather than the default suppliers that make up the BGS Energy rate. Who can I call with billing questions? You may call PSEG or Constellation Energy. If I opt out, can I opt back in? Yes. You may opt out or opt in at any time for any reason. Is budget billing offered? No. Due to the shorter contract term, budget billing cannot be implemented at this time. If any resident currently on a budget plan wishes to join, you may do so, but must forego the monthly budget. What if I already have a third-party supplier? If you are currently on a third-party supplier, you must wait until the end of your contract, and then you may opt into the program. Why do I have to opt out versus opt in? The opt-out option is an aspect of the program written by the Board of Public Utilities. The law requires us to follow the statutory guidelines in order to establish and participate in this type of program. Thank you for watching. To learn more, please visit us at www.njaggregation.us or call 855-200-2648. Thank you.